Campbellsville across the chest in maroon with maroon numerals, some white trim, the tiger paw on the shorts for the Lady Tigers. For Wilberforce, the road black uniforms, the hunter green letters, maybe a little lighter than hunter green. Kelly green, maybe. Is that Benji Kelly green?
That's Benji Kelly green right there.
Benji Kelly green on the Wilberforce uniforms, numbers and letters outlined in yellow. And the opening toss is tapped around 3 or 4 times. Finally, Campbellsville able to corral it, and the Lady Tigers will have the first possession of the ball game. If you're following along on 88-7, the Tiger, Campbellsville going from right to left here in the Powell Center. Lady Tigers 14-1 on the year, 3-11 for Wilberforce. Quickly to work, Caitlin Wilkes down on the low block. She was 9 of 11 the other night and has an early bucket here.
Yeah, nice entry pass off the zone there. Good entry from Pritchett down to Wilkes, easy layup.
Out front with the basketball is Willis, and she threw it away. She was trying to throw it to a teammate, kind of changed her mind. Campbellsville able to maintain the possession. Lauren Lee out to Pritchett. Lee, a little jab step, driving in across the lane to the left side. Pettigo has it, and back out top Pritchett. Drives in, feeds Wilkes. It's knocked away from behind, and Wilberforce the basketball.
Yeah, Courtney tried to force a little bit there on that entry pass, and Wilberforce able to get a hand and knock it out. It's a very athletic team.
Tucker into the corner. Now holding the basketball is Rice. This ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Campbellsville. Campbellsville leads 2-0 off the Caitlin Wilkes bucket. There was an assist on that, Benji. I didn't
by Pritchett.
Pritchett pitched it in there. Pritchett averaging 5 dimes a game. It's an early one. And they throw it away here. I missed, I think that may have been Pack trying to get it to Willis and thrown out of bounds. 8:55 to play in the first quarter. We're working on the scoreboard for our broadcast. Patience there as we try to get that squared away. Campbellsville looking to extend here, leading by 2. Lee into the corner to Boyle. Bouncing to Pritchett. Leaves it with Lee at the elbow. Needs some help as 2 defenders flash out. Little zone look here defensively for Wilberforce. Lee working back to Pritchett. 3 on the way. Bang! Courtney swish it, and Edward Jones 3.
Yeah, good start. Good way to be patient against the zone, and they cut a couple opportunities to shoot there, but a wide open Pritchett from 3.
Pritchett now with 908 points in her Lady Tiger career. Working inside, Green Tucker going to take the pull-up J. That is hard, and she is fouled. Let's see who gets whistled here. Maybe Lauren Lee. Nope, they're going to get Wilkes. Caitlin Wilkes picking up the foul call. That's the first on Wilkes, first on the Lady Tigers. And while I've got a moment, Benji, I wish good luck to the kindergarten through 2nd grade Cardinals over at Taylor County. Clark in action this afternoon. This ball thrown away here. So,
well, I heard you talking to him.
Yeah, I hope just told him to play hard.
A little pregame pep talk.
Let's hope the skill matches at some point, but let's play hard. Pritchett another 3. That is just off the mark. Rebound. Pettigo goes back up with the basketball, and she's fouled.
Good rebound. Great position there by Bailey Pettigo to get that offensive board and able to go back up. Chance here for the go to the free throw line where she is 64%. I figure she'd be a little better free throw shooter than that.
Bailey's a little streaky at the line.
Okay.
It kind of comes and goes on her.
We need to talk to her about that. Sarah Kate, you need to work on it.
Yeah, Sarah Kate. Yeah, did you hear the story the other night? Sarah Kate, I got a real kick out of talking to her as Bailey hits the first free throw. Sarah Kate, told me, so I'm really nervous about this game and yada yada. And Bailey hits the second free throw. Got a timeout taken by Coach Derek Williams, and it should become a media timeout. 30-second that will become the media. So we'll step away, take a break. I'll finish that story when we get back. The Lady Tigers lead here 7-0, 7:58 to play first quarter. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm going to take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money. She's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
.58 to play in the first quarter. The Lady Tigers lead by a touchdown and an extra point here over Wilberforce to start this basketball game. Matt Payton and the former Tiger Benji Kelly courtside at Donna Wise Court, the Powell Athletic Center. Benji, I mentioned that story about Sarah Kate. Bailey hits the 2 free throws. Sarah Kate texted me and said she was nervous and looking forward to it and all that stuff. And she said, I'm actually running camera tonight. This was Thursday for church. She said that she was going to put her AirPods in, though, under the headset so she could do both. And I said, well, I admire your commitment to the Lord and the Lady Tigers, Sarah Kate. So,
that's impressive.
That's an older sister right there.
That is multitasking at its prime.
That's an older sister who's also an alum. She was very tuned in to Bailey and the Lady Tigers Thursday evening. She said if it makes you feel any better, she was recording Thursday for what she was going to hear on Sunday.
There you go.
She felt a little better about it. Lady Tigers in the front court after the takeaway. Maddie Boyle left wing. Short corner. Pettigo's going to hoist the jumper. That is short off the mark. Wilkes taps it up. Pettigo controls it. She'll go back up. Straight away. Shot off the iron. No good. Wilkes spills down. Let's hope Wilkes is okay. She's smiling. So that's
You always take a second to see, okay, is everything all right there?
Yeah. Inside driving. Green Tucker shot no good. And rebound taken by Pritchett. She wants to push. Has Pettigo left side. Pettigo had it knocked away there, or did she lose it? They're going to say it was touched by Wilberforce. So this will stay with the Lady Tigers. 24 seconds on the shot clock. 7-0. The Lady Tigers lead at 7:09 to play in the period. Lee looking. Has Pritchett, who will hold it. Give it right back to Lee. Lee just off the painted area with a jumper. No good. Wilkes the rebound. One dribble. Has it knocked away and taken away by Kadiah Green Tucker. Long ahead. Bouncing across the lane, and Tucker missed the shot. Ball gets batted out to Willis. Left side, 3 on the way by Rice is no good. And now back to Pack. Inside running shot by Kalani Pack is good off the window.
You give a team multiple opportunities there on offensive boards, they're going to eventually sink one, and that's exactly what they did.
Lee to Boyle, bang! Maddie Boyle and Edward Jones through 10-2. The Lady Tigers open it up a bit here, 8 points.
There we go. Good job, Maddie Boyle. From the wings, she kind of likes that spot. Boy, we saw her play extremely well down in Miami, didn't we?
She had a tremendous game that first day. I think finished with 19 points.
Yeah.
And here's steps called on Willis, kind of drug the pivot foot a bit. This will draw a change for Coach Williams as he will now send in Margot Abrams, the freshman guard.
Good start here for Campbellsville, Matt. Sometimes you wonder how teams are going to respond after an emotional loss like that, but they're clicking on all cylinders right here this afternoon.
Lauren Lee works her way down the floor, inside on the money to Boyle, but a blocked shot by Pack underneath.
A little bit of body there, I thought, but
Pack, the help defender, came across and got the basketball. There was some contact, but play on, as Benji mentioned. 6:04 to play in the period. Scoreboard now working for those of you following along on our video coverage. Out top, Pritchett, 3 on the way. That's going to be off to the left. Pritchett going to fly in, grab her own miss. Nice job by Swiss. Pettigo down on the end line. Wanted Wilkes. Can't get it to her. Lee working. Now out. Pritchett driving. Free throw line. She wants Boyle to cut. Boyle moves. 6 seconds to shoot. Pritchett, the entry. Wilkes going to go up the left hand off the glass. Good.
Yeah, Wilkes was just battling down there, and they couldn't quite get the opportunity to get it to her, but she kept working, and a nice little entry pass to good finish by Wilkes.
Changes coming for the Lady Tigers here. Going to get a line change. Ball deflected by Boyle. Lead long ahead. Has Boyle, goes up the left hand, and that is good. 2 more for Campbellsville.
All about the defense, creating that turnover for an easy layup on the other end.
Out top with the basketball here is Rice. Now on the wing. Momentarily, that was Kaya Dukes with the basketball. Down inside, they kick it out. Green Tucker, the ball fake, driving, nearly taken away. Abrams out front to Rice. Rice splits 2 defenders. Going to throw up a contested shot over the top of Wilkes as the shot clock was winding down. That's good. 14-4.
Tough shot right there, Matt, but sometimes you just got to tip your hat there. Executed the play well.
Just over 4.5 minutes to play in the quarter. Pritchett at the free throw line. The entry to Wilkes had it knocked away. Caitlin Wilkes trying to stay with it. We're going to have a late whistle here as Pack will help her up. Kalani Pack a little too handsy perhaps. Sarah Kate sent me a text, Benji, as Bailey checks out. She and the rest of the Thrivent Financial starting lineup checking out. Sarah Kate said the last thing Bailey needs from me is free throw advice. So. Bree Gowdy into the lineup. We'll get to the starter or the changes for the Lady Tigers as Bertram misses that shot, ball knocked away. But you've got Nally, Bertram, Luby, Sutton, and Gowdy in there for Campbellsville. And this shot off the glass good for Rice. Bree Gowdy, 5'5" freshman guard from Campbellsville, Kentucky. Sarah Sutton, 5'10", a junior forward from Scottsville, Kentucky. Kayla Luby, 6'2", the junior forward from B, Nebraska. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'6", sophomore guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. And Maddie Nally with the basketball now. Nally, the 6'2", sophomore forward from Louisville, Kentucky. Bertram works off the screen, down the inline, feeds it into Luby, and she's going to be tied up here, and that's going to go to Wilberforce, I believe.
This Wilberforce team, Matt, they're a little tenacity on defense. A lot of playing a little physical and a lot of hands moving, and it's taking Campbellsville a couple minutes to adjust to that. Inside
of the basketball is Abrams, throws up a shot, nearly goes through, but pops off the iron. And back out on the offensive rebound. Wilberforce still working. Ball raked away, and Luby comes out of there with it. As Bertram knocked that free, and then Luby caught it. And she's fouled by Kadri Tucker. First on her, and the third on Wilberforce as a team. 14-6 the score. A little pressure here by Wilberforce. Gowdy and Sutton will work it across for Campbellsville with a few seconds to spare. Gowdy goes long, looking for Nally. It was deflected by Wilberforce, out of bounds. 8-point Lady Tiger advantage. Nally the basketball. Left wing has Bertram. There's the entry quickly to Luby. Has to kind of fight to keep the basketball away from Wilberforce defenders. And ultimately the shot no good. Nally grabbed it. Or did Luby ever actually shoot that? She was kind of fighting. Sometimes it happens so fast it's hard to...
I think she tried to shoot it.
She tried to shoot it, but it really never got up there because they're talking about the shot clock here. And so the possession arrow stays with Campbellsville. Bree Gowdy, the entry here to Bertram. Out top, shooter, Sutton, three on the way. That is good. Bang! Sarah Sutton with a friendly bounce.
She used a little bit of the rim there. End result, it's a three.
Sarah, my voice is struggling enough already. I need those to go straight through without all the wishy-washy stuff. Out front, Pack with a jumper off the free throw line. No good. Green Tucker the rebound. Stick back good for her over the top of Luke.
Wow, that is a strong putback right there.
17-8. Bree Gowdy the basketball for Campbellsville. I'll leave it here with Bertram. Right wing Gowdy drives in, backs away. Out front, Burt. 17-8. The Lady Tigers lead. Three made Edward Jones threes already for Campbellsville. Right side Gowdy. Nally on the end line. They're going to call steps here on Maddie Nally. Coach Williams barking here a bit. Going to get an early warning here for Coach Williams, who, I'll tell you what, he was extremely nice. Went down and talked to him in the pregame, and he was super. Just answered all the questions I had and helped me out with the men's roster as well and some of their pronunciation. Out front with the basketball, Wilberforce working. Green Tucker going to throw up another shot. This one's no good. Green Tucker, oh man, Burt with a tough spill here. She and one of the Wilberforce players get tangled up there. That was Tania Woodall. Freshman guard Woodall picks up her first foul with 2:10 to play in the period.
Good effort there by Burt to get that long rebound, and as a result, just kind of got pushed down.
Campbellsville the basketball. Bree Gowdy. Oh, nearly a little over and back there, but she was right at the point of no return. As Luby inside misses that shot, gets her own miss, goes back up, and can't finish the second time, but does draw the foul. This will go against Destiny Rice. Luby going to go to the free throw line here. Bailey Pettigo going to chip back in. Bree Gowdy will exit. Bree Gowdy continues to earn the trust of Coach Ginger High Colvin here in her freshman season. Benji, you see she kind of runs out that second unit, and the deeper we go, the more we see Bree as a standard part of that.
Which, you know, she was real excited when she actually signed to come and play for Campbellsville, and you know, thought maybe she wouldn't get as much playing time this first year, but I'll tell you what, she's got in there and played hard, and you keep doing better like that, you're going to get more opportunities.
Burt knocks one away from Wilberforce after Kayla Luby made a pair of free throws. Did she make both of those or just one of two? I thought she made both, but that score seems like maybe...
Yeah, it was 17-8.
Okay,
yeah.
So she made both. Sutton bumped right near midcourt as Margot Abrams tried to get in there and grab the basketball. This will send our friend Shootin' Suitin to the free throw line.
Shootin' Suitin. Never saw a shot she didn't like. I admire that.
She and Burt both are wired that way.
They are. As soon as you walk onto the court, they're in range.
In range. The light is green.
It is, always, even on 3-0 count.
So, yeah. Sutton hits the first free throw. Second free throw good for Sarah Sutton.
And I tell you, for Sarah, you know, we've talked about it multiple times, had a rough start to the semester, last semester, but she has responded extremely well.
Driving shot, no good for Wilberforce. That was Rice who missed it. I'll tell you, sometimes those numbers for Wilberforce get kind of bunched up on those black jerseys. They're a bit hard to...
They are. I thought 130, I thought it was 00, yeah. And I looked down here, and there's not a 00.
Bertram off the left wing, inside Luby working against Pack, shot no good. Pettigo almost kept it alive, but instead Abrams comes out of there with it. Abrams, left side, back tap by Bailey. I'll tell you what, Abrams, if she wanted to be a Lady Tiger, she's got the hair for it. She's got that... that's deeper. That's not red. That's not far off the Lady Tiger maroon accents in the hair. Change here as Kiana Johnson going to check in, 6'1" sophomore forward from Detroit, Michigan. And here we're going to have an offensive foul on Wilberforce. Johnson comes into the lineup, and before the clock even starts, she picks up a foul. 21-8 the score, 1:09 to play in the first quarter. I said I was going to pace myself with my voice. I don't feel like I've done it here early. Bertram is knocked to the ground. Going to call steps on Burt.
I tell you, they're letting them play a little bit here today. A little more physical than what we're used to seeing in these Mid-South Conference games. But Campbellsville having to play through some of that.
Back to work here. Wilberforce, the basketball. Left side, Rice with it. Going to take the elbow. J blocked by Maddie Nally. Pettigo the other direction. 40 seconds to go now. She bounces to Sutton. 3 on the way. That is short. Long board, chased down by, I thought Bertram had it. Instead, Abrams picks it up. Going to come near corner. This is Rice. Shot no good. Rebound to Nally. Shot clock is off with about 24 seconds left in the period. Bertram, entry to Luby. It's knocked away, but Johnson going to be called for coming over the top, I believe.
Yep, good call. Good seal there by Luby. So, good entry pass as well. Chance for her to go to the free throw line where she's already made a couple tonight.
2 shots coming here for Kayla Luby. She hit a couple of free throws earlier. Luby's free throw here is good. The well-traveled Kayla Luby.
My goodness. She gets the most points for frequent flyer miles over Christmas break.
She logged the most time in an airport as well. At least
that's true.
For the Lady Tigers, too much time. Hits both free throws, 23-8. Where'd the beard go? Chandler Clements walking by me, got rid of the beard. Out top, Abrams, left side, inside, throws it away with 9.2 seconds remaining.
Well, sometimes, Matt, you just got to mix it up.
Change it up, I guess. He grew the beard over the holidays, going down there to get taped. You know, Cam Willis did that. He looked like a whole different person the first time I saw him. He had it all year last year. 5 seconds. Pettigo working the sideline, and she is bumped and fouled as Abrams maybe a little too much contact there, and it's a rough one on Wilberforce with 3.1. You had Bailey in a pretty rough spot there right in front of their bench, 30 feet away from the goal. With time winding down, instead B will go to the free throw line here. Lady Tigers just 6 of 18 from the floor in the first quarter, and I shudder to say this. I won't. I'll wait a second. Bailey hits that free throw. If you've listened long enough, you know what I'm waiting on. 3.1 remaining. One more coming here for Pettigo. And the Lady Tigers are 10 of 10 at the free throw line here in the first quarter. 2 seconds, and I'm not sure that I don't know that Rice knew the clock was that short. She had a shot there just shy of midcourt, instead kind of passed it off, and that's where the first quarter will come to a close. 25-8 the score. The Lady Tigers lead Wilberforce here in the Powell Athletics Center. We'll step away, take a timeout, come right back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
We're back here in the Powell Athletics Center. As the first quarter, Campbellsville leading 25-8. Pretty good first quarter from the free throw line for this Lady Tiger team. Matt Payton, they're 10 of 10, shooting 6 of 18 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown for 42%. Wilberforce 28% from the field. So this Campbellsville defense is playing extremely well here to start this game.
I'll let you do that more often.
There you go. Well, yeah, I saw you having a conversation there.
Here. You might be handing me a pink slip. My voice going out. I can't listen to this. I sent a message last night to Zach Wilson and Colin Sheffield, who handle our athletics video coverage for the most part, and put them on red alert. I said, I don't know what tomorrow morning's going to hold, gentlemen.
Well, this weather going up and down, up and down. It's a lot of sickness out there. So
I told my wife, you know me, I'm tough as they come, and I'll play hurt. That's tongue in cheek. I'm not. But it's hard for me to sit out a Lady Tiger and Tiger doubleheader, that's for sure, as we've got a whistle here early in the second quarter. 25-8 our score, and it will be Wilberforce sending Green Tucker to the free throw line. That foul was on who?
Pedigo. So
B picks up her first. It's actually going to be the first in the quarter on the Lady Tigers. Free throw is good. Green Tucker averages 19 points a ball game, and listed at 5'6", Benji, you would expect a lot of times field goal percentage to be an issue. She's 52% from the floor, so you can live with that most certainly as she misses the free throw here. Wilkes the rebound for Campbellsville as they have their starting unit back out there. Heavy pressure by Wilberforce out front. Lauren Lee leaves it with Pedigo. Pedigo backs away, out top, Pritchett wide open, 3 on the way. In and out. I had the 4-letter B word teed up.
It was about as far down as it could go.
Without going down, it was certainly on the mark. 25-9 the score. Inside Johnson going to throw up a shot over the top of Wilkes. No good. Wilkes a nice block out to grab the rebound as it came out long right to her. Pedigo sprints in. Big screen by Bailey on Green Tucker. She's kind of grimacing a bit. Now out front, Lee holds it. Just about a minute played here in the second quarter. Pritchett motions the offense. Waits, still waiting. Nearly a 5-second call. Lee picks up her dribble. Again, Pritchett. 7 to shoot. Pedigo works right side. And now Lee, 2 seconds, going to have to throw it up. Does. And it's an air ball as she met some resistance there by Green Tucker.
Well, that's good defense for Wilberforce there, forcing Campbellsville to use the full 30-second and kind of rush a shot in the lane there.
Campbellsville, the nation's best field goal percentage team, struggled
a bit here today.
Early.
Yeah, 30%, 6 of 20.
25-9, Campbellsville has forced 10 Wilberforce turnovers. Green Tucker into the corner, shot on the way, no good. Long board chase down by Lauren Lee. The shot was missed by Ariel Miller. Lee steps through, and Lauren Lee with a nasty little finish.
Wow, nice little Euro step there through. She has just really continued to get better and better each and every game.
Abrams inside, off the elbow. Gets it back from Willis, and Abrams throws up a driving shot there with the right hand. 27-11, the Lady Tigers lead by 16. Pritchett out to Boyle. Long Pedigo on the wing left side. Pritchett again. Skip pass off the wing. Boyle, I think she was ready to shoot that, just fumbled it a bit. Now Lee working, 6 to shoot. Lee inside, tied up by Abrams, still with it. Wilkes from the free throw line, and that is no good. I'll tell you what, Benji, Wilberforce, if nothing else, they are making Campbellsville work on the offensive end. An offensive foul here on Kadiah Green Tucker as she runs into Lauren Lee.
Sorry there, Matt. Lauren was able to get back there and take the charge. So Campbellsville last 2 possessions almost using that full 30-second allotment there and coming away empty-handed.
Back to play here. The Lady Tigers with a rock. Lauren Lee out front. A 2-3 look here. Inside to Wilkes. Needs some help. Wide open. Pritchett skips it. Right wing. Pettigo. 3 on the way. In and out. Pritchett the rebound. 1 dribble. Ball fake goes up. Steps called. And no one with maroon on agreed with that call.
Nope.
They didn't protest much, but there was a lot of funny looks. Oh, this is a bummer. Sarah Kate, I just read the entirety of that text. She said the ball game was over before the service started, so she didn't even have to risk it here as a jumper off that wing by Miller.
It was a much better story than beforehand.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't even known that, Sarah Kate. You don't have to tell everything. Out front, Lauren Lee, the basketball. Sarah Kate, I had a lot of fun with her. She was a graduate assistant for a period of time there after she graduated. Out top, Pritchett looking for Wilkes. Too far. Wilkes couldn't really see her. She was kind of shielded off there by Kiana Johnson. Nice idea by Pritchett, but those two just not on the same page, and a turnover on the Lady Tigers.
That's 3 trips in a row that Campbellsville's come away empty-handed on the offensive end, Matt. So, as you mentioned, they're struggling a little bit here from the field today.
27-11 the score, 6:18 to play in the first half. Willis has it knocked away as she was looking for Abrams, and Boyle comes over the top and swats it away with the right hand and gets on the floor. Ginger High Colvin quickly calls a timeout there, and this will bring us to immediate stoppage. Benji Kelly, you still working on the trivia question?
I think I have a guess.
No.
Let's hear it. So?
Let's hear it.
Madison Clements.
No.
Okay.
No. You got to go back a little further than Mads. And you got to remember, too, Mads broke her hand her sophomore year against Bethel, I think.
I forgot about that.
And it all runs together on me now, but it was really early in the season. It was bad enough where she missed a number of games, but she, still used the year. It wasn't one where she missed the entire season. She just missed a large number of games there. And this all, again, if you're just joining us, I'd phrased the question on Twitter earlier about the Lady Tigers under Ginger High Colvin. Two Lady Tigers under coach have started every game of their career. Courtney Pritchett started her 103rd here today, and she broke a tie with Whitney Ballinger, who had also started 102. Ballinger, of course, transferred in and played her sophomore year through senior year.
Katie Allen?
Katie Allen was just short of making the list. I think she was at like 133 or something. I think earlier I mentioned Deja Kimberlin and Courtney Danis were tied. Megan Isaacs was also on that list, and when I read that, I think I missed it. Yeah, Kimberlin, Danis, and Isaacs all played 135. Kristen Jacob, 136. Lindsey Bird and Madison Faulkner, 137. Now, you remember Faulkner's national tournament was canceled.
I know.
Her senior year, she would have tied the #1 mark here at Boyle, 3 on the right side. That is hard. And the rebound taken in by Wilberforce. Faulkner would have at minimum tied it and may have broken it, would have stood alone had they not canceled the national tournament for COVID. Inside, front of a shot here is Abrams. No good. Ball batted around. Finally, Pettigo able to snare it, and she is fouled by Green Tucker, and that's going to be 3 on Kadiah Green Tucker, who's had some nice minutes here in this first half, their leading scorer.
Once again, Campbellsville's, that's the 4th straight possession, Matt. We've come away empty-handed. Campbellsville's been stuck on that number 27 number for quite a while.
Just a couple of points here in this third quarter. We just had 1 field goal, I think. Out top, Pettigo, left side, Boyle. Back to Pettigo on the wing. Again, Wilberforce extremely active defensively.
They are.
Boyle to Pritchett, back out Lee. Boyle again left wing. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound tap by Pettigo. And, well, I thought Pritchett and Wilkes both were going to control that. Neither one did. It got knocked all the way out, taken by Wilberforce. Now Abrams needs some help, and they leave it back out with Willis driving right side of the lane. Kicks on the inline. Shot by Miller is no good, and the rebound taken in here by Matty Boyle. Pettigo off the wing. Wanted Wilkes, but they're in that 2-3 zone, taking that away a bit. Lee inside. On the dribble. Has Pritchett off the elbow, and Pritchett, I don't think, saw the defender, and we've got bodies all over the place, and they're going to go jump ball here.
Jump ball stays with Campbellsville.
So we get some changes here for the Lady Tigers as they look for a little offensive spark. Wilkes, Pritchett, and Boyle check out. What's Corbin Harris talking about down there? Did you get that?
I didn't.
That was not a standard announcement. I don't know what that was. Maddie Nally going to check in a moment. Campbellsville to work here. Bertram holds it in the left corner. On around Sutton. Open thought about it. Wouldn't let it ride. Now Lee, left side. She'll try the three. Bang! Lauren Lee and Edward Jones triple with 3 on the shot clock.
There you go from your point guard, Lauren Lee.
And we've got a whistle here. Coach Williams wants a timeout, Benji. And this will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. The Lady Tigers in action next weekend. They'll hit the road and go to Western Tennessee, McKenzie, Tennessee, and Henderson, Tennessee, to take on Bethel and Freed Hardeman. And then they'll welcome Cumberland and UT Southern to the Powell Center. So they've got 4 straight coming up against teams from the state of Tennessee. Of course, early in the year, the Lady Tigers played their first 4 games in the state of Tennessee. But that Freed Hardeman team, a team on the rise. Of course, you know the Bethel team with Coach Chris Nelson. They picked off the Lady Tigers down there last season in McKenzie. So that's always a tough trip for the CU bunch.
Well, it is. And, of course, you got, like I said, Freed Hardeman's kind of up and coming, and they've improved tremendously over the last 2 or 3 years. And then, of course, this Bethel team against Coach Nelson, a good friend of Coach High Colvin, and just their teams are always good.
30-11. Wilberforce back to work as they trail. Ball deflected out of bounds. Blake Bertram got a hand on that. Wilberforce to pitch it in here. Driving, cut off was Willis. Pitches it back out. Now Abrams knifing through here. A shot, little runner by Rice is good. Destiny Rice with the field goal.
We've seen a couple of those runners there in the lane for Wilberforce here today.
30-13, 4 minutes to play in the half. Maddie Nally with a nice entry to Luby. Couldn't catch it clean, however. And now Luby going to pitch it back out. Coach Ginger High Colvin credited a timeout before there was any turnover or tied ball there. Luby just didn't quite catch that clean. She and Wilkes had a great night at Thomas More.
Well, they did, didn't they?
Benji, the Wilkes was 9 of 11 from the field. Luby 5 of 10, but some offensive rebounds and different things for Luby. Those two ladies combined to post 29 points. Here's Lauren Lee's little step through, a little Euro there for Lauren Lee, who continues to shine for the Lady Tigers. And you think about that trivia question, a name like Lauren Lee might jog your memory, Benji.
Is that a hint?
That is a hint. 3:54 to play.
Mackenzie Lee?
Boy, I tell you what, that hint was all you needed, my friend. Mack is the all-time leader in games played. Lauren Lee inside here to Luby.
I would not have guessed that.
Well, it doesn't surprise you, I don't think, after you
think about it.
Initially, but you think about those teams that she played on. My goodness, there were some good ones. Maddie Nally, another rejection for the Lady Tigers. This will bring Kaya Dukes back into the lineup, the junior forward. Yeah, Mack and, of course, her older sister, Whitney, had a stellar career
here, absolutely.
And that's one that Ginger had mentioned, as you might go back and look and see if Whitney started every game of her career. But I don't think she would have had the number of games in to get quite to the top of that list. Out top, on around, Wilberforce, the basketball. Inside, Bertram knocked to the floor, no call. Now out to Rice, inside, throws up a shot over the top of Luby. That's a little short, saved in play. Dukes came from nowhere to knock that back in bounds. Bertram picks it up. Less than 3.5 minutes to play. Bertram over the top.
Nice.
She has Luby, and Luby just couldn't quite finish.
What a pass by Bertram.
Inside of the basketball is Rice. Now Willis lost the handle. Bertram picks it up. Bertram left side of the lane, going to go up, and she's fouled by Abrams here. Abrams got her money's worth on that one.
It's 3 on Abrams, but credit to Bertram there to withstanding that. Chance to go to the free throw line, where Bertram's a 77% free throw shooter on the year.
3:07 to play here as Bertram will go to the line. The Lady Tigers have mustered just 5 points in the second quarter.
Well, both teams have here in this second quarter. So I'd say this is probably the lowest scoring quarter for Campbellsville all year.
Yeah,
so far.
They've not struggled much
no, they
this
haven't.
in a period. Bert gets 1 of 2, and I think that's the first free throw miss today. They had hit 11 straight at the line before that miss by Bertram. Left side, inside, and Bertram going to take the legs out from underneath Jada Harrison, who checked in a moment ago. Bertram's first foul. Oh, they hit that on Luby. Ooh, I thought that was Bert. Maybe it was Luby. So it'll be first on Luby. You could scratch that foul I tried to give to Bertram there. Harrison, the basketball, spins. Now working the inline, stepping through is Willis, and she is fouled, and this will go against Luby. So 2 quick ones here going against the transfer from Nebraska. Wilkes going to re-enter. Free throw good. You know, Benji, we haven't talked about this much, but with Eric Ward leaving the Mid-South Conference, we congratulate and wish current interim commissioner Chris Wells well as he steps into that role for the league. It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it is. And I tell you, Eric Ward did a tremendous job for us. I know he's moved back closer to home up in Michigan, but credit for Chris Wells for being able to step in there, and I know he'll do an outstanding job as well.
I've joked a few times. The first thing I'm going to do with Wells, actually I've already done it. I did it when we went to Lindsay. Made sure they get these games here. Sutton on the wing. I thought she was going to shoot that 3, but get these games back to the weekend trips. Thursday, Saturday. This 1-and-1 back and forth stuff's a little.
It's a little much. Well, like you said the other night, you're 30 minutes away from Wilberforce.
Yep.
Doesn't make any sense.
Inside lead to Bertram off the window. Good there for Bert. Nice job to stay patient and get a good look.
Yeah.
The basketball here is Abrams inside, working around some traffic. Throws up a granny shot pretty much, and Margot Abrams gets it to go down.
A little dipsy-do.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Do.
Bertram off the wing. You know, I was talking to Ginger and Hootie Miranda Denny before the game. Is here we have a foul, and this will go against Margot Abrams. Mercy, she's going to foul out in the first half. But the Lady Tigers, I don't think this semester, I don't know that they have any Thursday home games. So their kids are going to miss Thursday class like 5 or 6 times this semester.
Wow.
Just, before March, before you even get into postseason. That's hard.
That is hard.
I mean, that's basically, you're going to be missing half your classes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, because we play all Saturday home games. 10 to shoot here. Back door. Boyle has Lee, who has Pritchett in the middle. 5 seconds. Pettigo driving the inline. Inside to Wilkes. 2 to shoot. Shot on the way. That is no good. Pritchett takes it away from Harrison, who finds Wilkes in the middle. Missed the shot. Another ball batted out. Pettigo again. 2 defending Wilkes. Pritchett takes the jumper at the elbow. That's no good. And we've got a whistle here against the Lady Tigers.
Wow. Plenty of opportunities there for the Lady Tigers. Just couldn't get it to fall. Wilkes there picks up her second.
So she and Luby each with 2 fouls. Less than 90 seconds to play in the half. Campbellsville leads 33-17. Down on the inline, catching the basketball. Now cutting. Shot up. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Tania Woodall was driving in, and was that Bailey Pettigo that took the contact?
Pettigo took the charge. she was there for a good minute and a half. Easy call.
Campbell's a little smaller here as Wilkes checks out and Bertram re-enters. So you'll have Pritchett playing some of the 5 for the Lady Tigers. We've not seen that much this year.
No,
we did see it in Florida for a bit. The Lady Tigers, I think, went small there. Long ahead. Lee has Maddie Boyle wide open off the window. Good.
Yeah, Maddie just kind of slipped through there, and a good pickup there by Lauren Lee to be able to find her for an easy layup.
Inside here is Rice. Bounces to Dukes. Back to Rice. Boyle nearly knocked it away. Now Lee does. Boyle was on the ground, went down hard. Pettigo grabs the loose ball, and the Lady Tigers are, Coach, I'll sell you a few if you down to one timeout now. As Hootie, you see Miranda Denny kind of look at Ginger and say, well, we got one left, as they try to save that possession there.
I think she got the wind knocked out of her.
Boyle went down and may have even hit her hip or leg. Yeah, she's pointing to her left leg. I think she said frog.
Oh.
A girl from Milledgeville, Tennessee might call it getting frog in the leg.
Oh, yeah, they would.
Not a contusion.
No.
Or anything. It would be, I got frog
an
in my
abrasion
leg.
or anything
I'm gonna
like
have to ask Derek Port. I got to know, did she describe that as she got frogged in the leg? Did she describe it as that? That's what a girl from Milledgeville, Kentucky might call it.
I love it.
You can take the girl out of Milledgeville, but you can't take Milledgeville out of the girl.
There you go.
County High School product, Maddie Boyle. Boyle checking out for the moment. 37 seconds to play. Bertram going to fire a 3. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram on time, but then Edward Jones pay out.
That is a pretty jump shot Elizabeth Bertram has.
38-17. 21 seconds to play in the first half. Out front with the basketball is Rice. Hands it here to Willis. Cut off. Willis needs some help. Goes over to Dukes in the left corner. Now a quick pass inside to Harrison, and they're going to call Bailey Pettigo, I believe, on the reach-in here. So that'll be the second on BP.
I was straight line, Matt, so I could not see that.
Bailey kind of reached around. It was hard for me to tell how much she had maybe the ball versus the arm. Those on the other side had a better line of sight than I did, and they were not happy. Free throw here by Jada Hairston is good. Hairston plays on average about 4 minutes a game. She's gotten a little more run than that, it seems, in this one. And she gets the first, misses the second. 8 seconds. Here come the Lady Tigers. Lee going to push. Sutton's going to trail. Lee is bumped and fouled. Offensive foul on Lauren Lee. The first on Lauren Lee. And with 2.6, a similar situation at the end of the first quarter. Wilberforce will have a look, perhaps. They didn't get one at the end of the first quarter. They took too much time. And they're not going to get much of one here. So Wilberforce will head to the locker room trailing by 20. The Lady Tigers come alive a bit in the late stages of that second quarter. 38-18 your score after 20 minutes. We'll step away, take a timeout, come back and look at the numbers. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How was it? Is it good?
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or, in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew a girl so smart, so responsible, she must be a keeper.
Halftime at the Powell Athletic Center. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly here courtside as the Lady Tigers lead Wilberforce at the mid-game break, 38-18. Your score. And Benji, as we take a look at some of the numbers for the Lady Tigers, the thing that really jumps out at you, up by 20, feels like they're in control. But boy, that field goal percentage, pretty rough by their standards, just 32% for the ballgame.
Yeah, 32%. And this Wilberforce team has already turned Campbellsville over 9 times, which our average for the season's about 12. So I won't say we're just not clicking on all cylinders on the offensive end, and but a lot of that is credit to how intense the Wilberforce defense is. That zone we're struggling with it.
Very active.
Very active.
That zone move a lot and giving chase there. But for the Lady Tigers, 32.4% overall, just 11 of 34 in the first half, 5 of 13 from deep. So they've shot a pretty decent, right around their season average in three-point shooting at 38.5%. Free throw line very good today. The Lady Tigers have made 11 of 12. They hit their first 11 before missing their first free throw toss of the day. For Wilberforce, 28% from the field in the first half. They were 7 of 25. The Bulldogs attempted just 3 3-point shots. They missed all 3, and they were 4 of 6 at the free throw line, 66.7% there. Campbellsville gets a game high 7 points from Maddie Boyle there in the first half. Boyle was 3 of 6 shooting. She had an Edward Jones 3, had 4 steals in the first half. And for Boyle, that 4 steals may be a career best. We'll have to double check that. I don't have it listed on my sheet, which means it probably is. So we'll double check that when we step away here shortly. Campbellsville gets 6 off the bench from Elizabeth Bertram, 2 of 3 shooting for Burt. She knocked in an Edward Jones 3. The Lady Tigers get 5 each from Lauren Lee and Sarah Sutton. Sutton and Lee both making an Edward Jones 3. Lee with 6 assists out of the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers as she gets up over her season average already, which is 5.3. Campbellsville has 2 players averaging 5 assists or more in Pritchett and Lauren Lee. The Lady Tigers get 4 each from Kayla Luby and Caitlin Wilkes. Bailey Pettigo also had 4 points. Pettigo with 5 rebounds in the first half, 4 rebounds for Wilkes. Pritchett had 3 points, 5 boards, and 2 assists in the first half. And that rounds out the scoring for the Lady Tigers. Maddie Nally, Briante Gowdy, and those 2 are the only 2 that saw time and failed to score for CU. For Wilberforce in the first half, Benji, they were led by Destiny Rice with 6 points, 3 of 10 shooting. Kadiah Green Tucker had 3 points out of the starting lineup. They got 2 apiece from Raven Willis and Kalani Pack. And then off the bench, Margot Abrams had 4 and Jada Harrison with a point. And for Wilberforce, Coach Williams, foul trouble, something that they're going to have to watch. Abrams has 4 already and just 3 for Kadiah Green Tucker, 3 fouls for Kadiah Green Tucker, their leading scorer, and that's certainly, if you're Wilberforce team in here coming in trying to pick off the number 3 ranked team in the country, that doesn't help.
It'd be a tall order to be able to do with those fouls. But I think once again, one of the reasons why they're in foul trouble is how aggressive they are playing in that zone. Probably one of the most active 2-3 zones that I've seen in quite some time. But they're just credit them for turning us over and allowing us to, or making us use the full 30-second shot clock. I think we did that 3 or 4 times. So, and then you credit that with Campbellsville not shooting the ball really well. A lot of it has to do with that Wilberforce defense.
Taking a look at the rebounding, Campbellsville 22 rebounds overall, 9 on the offensive end. Wilberforce with 15 rebounds, 4 of them on the offensive end. Campbellsville with 10 assists, 5 steals, and 9 turnovers. Wilberforce just 2 assists, 2 steals, and 14 first half turnovers for the Bulldogs. Enhanced scoring in the paint, 12 apiece. Off turnovers, 17-2 in favor of the Lady Tigers. Second chance points, 6-4 again in favor of CU. And bench points, 15-5 in favor of Campbellsville. The score was never tied. The lead never changed hands here in this one. Campbellsville leading the entire way. Their largest advantage coming at 21 points late in the first half, and that is where we stand here at the mid-game break. The Lady Tigers leading Wilberforce 38-18. Don't forget the Tigers coming up here shortly at the conclusion of our women's game. Brent Vernon's club will take on Wilberforce as well in this Mid-South Conference doubleheader. We'll step away, take an extended timeout, come back and bring you second half coverage shortly. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm going to take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
As a dad, every day is a challenge. To make sure that the time that I have, I spend with them. It doesn't matter how tired you are, you have to try to teach them. When they learn something new, and you can just see in their faces, it's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it good?
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Welcome back here in the Powell Athletic Center, where halftime Campbellsville Lady Tigers leading the Wilberforce Bulldogs 38-18. Both teams back out here getting some warm-up shots before we start this second half. And as my partner Matt Payton is coming back here to the table, pretty good first half for this Lady Tiger team, although they did struggle a little bit from the field. 32%, 11 of 34 from the two-point field goal percentage. Really excellent shooting from the free throw line, 11 of 12. But talking to Coach Colvin there at the break, and she said this team's very athletic, and we expected that. And Matt, they turned Campbellsville over 9 times in that first half.
Well, we talked about the fouls and their zone. In that zone, you typically don't see a lot of fouls.
No, you don't.
But within that zone, and as that, it kind of proves the point that you were talking about, how active they've been. And a lot of times in a zone, you sit back and let teams shoot, different things. They're really chasing.
They're chasing after it.
The Lady Tigers and making it difficult. I was talking to Royalty there. Behind me was Donna Wise.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was asking her about we had talked about kind of that question earlier, the starts, and she agreed that Ginger probably started every game, and mentioned Whitney Lee, and she said, yeah, Whitney probably would have started every game. So then she said after that you go back to like Betty Conover and some of those.
Maybe Becky Smith might have.
They said Ginger mentioned Andrea Deaton did not start every game.
She did not,
because I think she come off the bench for
a
period.
She did for a period of freshman year. Yeah.
So of course that worked out pretty well.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. The school's all-time leading scorer.
That was fun to watch. She was here playing when I was here, and just a lot of fun to watch Andrea play.
Unlike you, her film's not black and white, though, right?
Well, no, it's I may have had a couple black and white opportunities there.
Inside, Wilberforce going to work here to start this second half, and that is Pack with a quick release jumper over the top of Wilkes. Good for Kalani Pack, and they get the first bucket here in the second frame.
This Wilberforce team's been able to get a few shots up, getting in that middle of that zone, and being quite effective there.
Campbellsville on the offensive end. Pritchett cut off down in the corner almost, and back around the top they come to Lee left side, drives in. Lee's foul, no call, but hits the shot anyhow.
Wow.
Looked like she kind of had double clutch on the way up, got hit on the elbow perhaps.
Yeah, a little grimace there as well, but she was able to knock it down.
Back to a 20-point margin. Green Tucker in the corner, has Pack, and now out to Willis. And a three by Rice off the wing right side. That is good for Destiny Rice.
Yeah, Wilberforce 2 of 2 here in this start of the third quarter.
40-23, Lauren Lee out top. Pritchett One dribble and hands it off to Boyle. Boyle working right side of the lane, gets the stick and gets the finish with the right hand.
Yeah, nice little inside-out move there by Matty Boyle.
That frog is okay.
Oh,
left leg.
That frog's fine.
No, it might not be in the morning. It might tighten up in the morning. That's okay. Here, Pritchett kind of swats one out of bounds. Pritchett will start her Masters this semester.
On Monday. Or actually Tuesday, I guess.
Is the graduate program on the same calendar? I know the courses go like typically 8 weeks. So
actually, that's no, it does start on the 9th. Yes, it does start Monday.
Pettigo left side. Now the entry, they have Wilkes. Quick move by Wilkes. That is gnarly. That is on Wilkes' little shimmy and back to the baseline.
That is tough to guard.
44-25. Campbellsville by 19. Pritchett knocks another one out of bounds, and they say last touch by Pritchett. She thought Green Tucker deflected it. Let's see, they're going to get together, and Courtney knew. She pointed back the other way.
She was like, uh-huh.
Pritchett's been a big conversation piece today, starting her 103rd game. Lauren Lee left side. Pritchett again, short corner, back out to Lee on the wing. Pettigo collects it with 14 to shoot now. Pettigo driving in, cut off, needs help. Nowhere to go, still nowhere to go. Finally finds Boyle. Boyle driving in underneath. Pettigo driving to the middle, 2 seconds, flicks one up with the left hand, no good. Wilkes the rebound, had it knocked away. Ooh, they're going to say off of Wilkes, and nice job by Willis to keep that alive for Wilberforce.
Once again, Campbellsville is forced by Wilberforce to use that full 30-second shot clock. I think that may be the 5th time already in this game.
Dukes holds it on the wing. Campbellsville giving chase here. Now inside, Green Tucker's pass too strong for Pack, and it goes out of bounds.
Good job, Campbellsville, getting their hands in there and just kind of speeding Wilberforce up. And as a result, was able to turn them over. Campbellsville a chance here to extend this lead and get it back out to that largest lead, I believe, of 21?
And there's technical foul. And I don't know, do they have an assistant coach with them?
They do not.
I know they've got Lionel Garrett listed on their website as an assistant. He is not on the trip. And so Courtney Pritchett will go to the free throw line as Coach Derek Williams, that is the same official earlier that he was barking at that kind of gave him the warning. This will give Michaela Jarman a little more time to get that hot tea to me. She was doing the Lord's work and going to grab me.
I can tell you, you're a little struggling there. The frog, maybe that frog is in the
yeah. Second free throw for Pritchett is good as well. You know, one of my first road trips ever covering the Lady Tigers, I ended up with strep throat, and Miranda Denny, this is in West Virginia Tech, Montgomery, West Virginia, and Miranda Denny set in and did color. Inside Lee has Wilkes back to Pettigo as Boyle bluffs the shot. Now Pritchett holds it left elbow. They want Wilkes on the entry, and a nice job by Pat defending down inside. Pritchett with the dribble handoff to Lee. Inside they have Pettigo. She's bumped and fouled, and Green Tucker going to lock her up. And the arrow will stay, I believe, with Campbellsville here, 6 seconds to shoot. But Miranda Denny stepped in, and they were trying every way in the world to get me through that broadcast that day. And she set in for the guys' game to try to help out. I got back on the bus, and I passed out somewhere before we ever got into Kentucky and woke up in Campbellsville. I felt that bad. Here Pettigo going to work. Inside, missed the shot. She and Wilkes kind of tap it away from one another before Wilkes finally collects it. And out front, Pritchett with 15 to shoot. Here's the shot clock reset for 20. Pettigo has Wilkes, and this time Pack will be nabbed for the foul. She reaches over the top. And then a few years ago in Bowling Green, I had strep during the conference tournament.
You did. Hope you're not getting it again.
3 on Pack. Let's hope not. I actually had it a few months ago. Clark had it and passed it down to me, I think, before basketball season. Here's Pritchett the 3, and that is no good. Rebound taken in by Wilberforce. Right wing. Ooh.
Offense.
Chicken wing there. Yep. Arm extended a bit for Rice. And that'll be the second on Destiny Rice. First on. I've lost myself, Benji. That is the third
team foul.
Now, what happens if Coach Williams does get a second technical?
Well, I think we're about to find out. He's still chirping quite a bit.
I said earlier, I talked to him before the game. He was terrific. I mean, just as nice as could be. Inside, Pritchett has Wilkes, who has two off the square.
Yeah, it's a pretty effective move there. Very strong, quick. Caitlin Wilkes, she can go right, left.
Jumper by Pack, no good, and Pettigo just couldn't quite get that left hand out there far enough. It falls out of play off her hand, and Elizabeth Bertram going to check back in for her high school teammate Pettigo. Left side, Rice, the basketball working around Bertram, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Rice. That's going to be 3 on Destiny Rice, 4 on Wilberforce as a team. .5:35 to play in the third quarter. Campbellsville the advantage. Lauren Lee with it. Hounded. Pritchett. Lee again, 15 to shoot. Inside, looking for Pritchett. Jump up and catch it, kicks it out. Boyle open. 3 on the way. Bang! She gets the triple. And Courtney Pritchett, another assist.
Yeah, that shot looked good right from the release there by Maddie Boyle.
Penetrate and kick for the Lady Tigers.
Good kick out by Pritchett there.
Rice inside, and we've got a whistle here on Maddie Boyle, reaching in perhaps. That'll be the first on Boyle, first on the Lady Tigers.
Maddie Boyle leading the way here for the Lady Tigers this afternoon, 12 points, 2 Edward Jones threes.
Willis the basketball, left wing. Works around the Dukes screen. Now Pack holds it. Pressured by Bertram. Dukes again. Now into the corner. Rice, a long 3, and that is no good. And that sometimes for a rebounder, that is the worst feeling in the world when it comes through and it doesn't hit anything. You're expecting it to draw iron and maybe bounce up, and Boyle kind of overran that, thinking it was going to hit a part of the rim and hit the floor and bounce right past her. Willis sends it in here to Rice. And a shot clock violation. I didn't even catch that either.
Well, I tell you, that's the third time I don't think Wilberforce has realized how much time is left either on the shot clock or the game clock. But yeah, that retained possession there off the jump ball, and it was 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
So we've reached the media timeout as Campbellsville leads 51-25 here over Wilberforce in the Powell Athletic Center. 4:39 to play. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
.439 to play in the basketball game. The Lady Tigers, 4:39 to play in the third quarter. The Lady Tigers 51, Wilberforce 25. And take a look here at some of the replays for those of you following along on our multiple video streams today, local cable as well as the YouTube channel, CampbellsvilleTigers.com also. As we get ready to return to play here. Sutton, Lee, Wilkes, Nally, and Bertram, the 5 for the Lady Tigers, with Campbellsville, they get the basketball here. Lee pitches it in to Bertram. Lee long ahead as Sutton. And now the Lady Tigers will set it up here in the half court. Madison Green makes her first appearance today as Bertram throws one to me, Benji.
And you didn't catch it.
Well, it hit the it hit the pad. I can't wear that one. It hit the pad. I talked about Boyle. It hit the pad.
Right, hit the pad.
I had it straight through.
You got frog.
Deflected. Deflected. Rusty was whispering in my ear. That's what happened. I can't wear it. I'm a complainer.
That's all right.
I'll find an excuse.
That's all right.
Out front, Willis, the basketball, drives in. Nice and a little scoop shot, no good. Maddie Nally, the rebound for the Lady Tigers. And here comes Bertram. Lee right in front of midcourt, pressured by Woodall. Lee is fouled by Woodall. That's going to be the third on Tania Woodall.
Chance for Lauren Lee to go to the free throw line here, where she's first two shots. Actually, I guess, it's double bonus. So first two shots here for her this afternoon. She's an 83% free throw shooter.
First free throw good for Lauren Lee. So Lee gets both free throws. The official, I had a question for that stoppage, and she came over and gave me the bullet points of the answer. 53-25 after the Lauren Lee free throw tosses. Here's a three left side, no good by Woodall. Rebound knocked around and taken by Miller. And back out front, Willis will drive in. She is met by Wilkes, and Miller with a difficult finish. Excuse me, that was Willis with the finish. Caitlin Wilkes picking up her third.
Well, this Wilberforce team, as we've mentioned, now granted they're not shooting the ball as well, but they're very athletic, and at times you see flashes of some really, really good basketball, and that was a prime example right there.
So at the line here, free throw is no good for Willis, and the rebound taken in by Pedigo. Pedigo will run the offense as Lee sits. Bertram, left side now, an entry, looking for Luby. And Green going to be called for the hold here.
Good steal there by Kayla Luby.
Two shots will come the way of the Cornhusker here.
Luby has 4 points today, Matt, and they've all come from the free throw line.
Southpaw shot here is no good. A little short. And the second one no good. Michaela Jarman must have had to ground the tea leaves.
Well, I think she went to may have went to Louisville to get it.
No, that's not what we want. Driving shot here by Green, no good. Actually was good. They're going to wave it off, though, as she was bumped by Luby and actually shuffled the feet.
Good defense by Luby there.
Jarman from up in that Harrodsburg, Danville area. I hope she didn't go home to get it. Left side, Pedigo.
Have to give her a hard time when she gets back here.
She might be concussed. We won't tell that story on Michaela.
That's true.
I'll leave that one alone.
All right.
She's probably listening in her car, grimacing. Nally working against Green, driving the inline. And Green kind of swatted that pass right back at Nally. Campbellsville fortunate that it didn't hit Nally, but just won the shot clock here. There she is. She might not even have heard that remark. She started walking to the door. Campbellsville will have to go quickly here.
You have to tell her that.
Thank you. Well, that's all right. No, we'll make it work. Inside ball deflected, hits the backboard and bottom of the backboard. Make sure you tell her how nice I was while she was gone. 2:39 here to play in the quarter. And we've got a whistle. I think maybe wanting to know if the clock should have started, perhaps.
It should have. Oh, because it was a tip, so at least a half second, but
So Coach Williams wasn't thrilled with that answer as Pettigo looking for Luby, and now they foul Luby on the inbound. And so this will send Luby back to the free throw line here. That foul was on Ariel Miller. Boy, it's a snail's pace
it
here.
Has here.
One more. Luby hit her first 4 today. She's missed 3 in a row. And that one is good. So gets a little more on that toss there. 54-27. The Lady Tigers have Wilberforce doubled up. Just over 2.5 minutes to play here in this third quarter. I don't have a 34 on my roster. Ball deflected and knocked up into the air. Campbellsville comes out of there with it. That is Kaya Edwards. And a 3 left side by Sutton. Bang on the far side of the floor. I look down.
She's already
Sutton,
shot it.
I have to have a talk about that. You got to wait till I'm ready. 57-27 the score. Campbellsville by 30.
Shooting.
Edwards has that pass deflected, and ahead comes Campbellsville. Maddie Nally, the basketball, is bumped and fouled by Edwards. So Edwards will send Nally to the free throw line. Burt checking out, and Maddie Boyle back in for CU. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Nally misses the free throw. And Nally misses both. I was on the flight home with her parents, Joe and Linda. We actually were on the same flight each way, and we were supposed to beat the Lady Tigers back to Louisville as inside a bucket. That was green.
You had about as bad as an experience as I did trying to get home.
They were going to go pick, I think they were going to go back and pick up Maddie, and Maddie beat us all home.
Yeah.
Lady Tigers, we had, you ended up delayed as well on Monday. We were delayed on Saturday about 3 hours. Inside Luby, back out to Pettigo. Motion for Sutton. Now Boyle has it straight away. Leaves it with Pettigo. 8 to shoot. Pettigo circles in. Shot no good. Rebound taken in by Madison Green. And now Willis wants to run. Long ahead. Rice going to throw up a shot with the right hand. No good. Luby the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Pettigo long. Has Nally. Catches. Shot blocked, but she's fouled by Madison Green. And Nally will go back to the line for 2 more free throw tosses. 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. Free throw by Nally is no good.
Come on, Maddie. Let's make one here.
And misses both here. The Lady Tigers had a really good free throw percentage going here, but
11 of 11 and
struggled a bit. Pettigo intercepts the pass here. She'll work it down the floor, far side. Trailer. Sutton, 3 on the way. Bang! You betcha, Sarah Sutton.
It is, that's a thing of beauty. That's all I've got to say.
I've said for quite a while, the only thing I do as well or better than Sutton shoots the 3 is breathe.
Yeah.
And today, that's a bit of a struggle. As jumper here by Wilberforce. The Lady Tigers back to the front court. They'll hold it here as the shot clock is off. Sutton left side, now going to let it go. 3, bang! Sarah Sutton again!
I told her I wanted 4. She looked right at me. She got 4.
I mean, when it is good, it is easy.
It is a thing of beauty. It really is.
Left side 3, no good. 1 second. The Lady Tigers will hold it, and that is where the third quarter will come to a close. Campbellsville with a 63-31 advantage. Well, ahead of the fourth, you're following the Lady Tigers on a Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Matt's got his. As we're back here in the PAL, Matt's got his hot tea. But I don't. How hot is it, Matt?
Well, surface of the sun is one step past whatever I'm holding in my right hand here.
Oh my goodness!
Speaking of hot, Sarah Sutton.
Yeah.
Well, that's a segue right there.
Hey,
Sarah Sutton. She's hot here in the Powell Center. Sutton knocking down 3 third-quarter threes, had one in the first half, and she's feeling pretty good about herself after the last few trips down the floor.
Her and Boyle are having themselves a spectacular afternoon here, the 2 leading scorers. And what about Lauren Lee? 7 assists already, 9 points.
She almost had a triple-double
She
down
almost
in Florida.
did. I actually, you and I were actually talking about that. I think they misstatted. It wouldn't have got it to a triple-double, but she would have got one.
The double-double, yeah.
Yeah, one rebound away, I believe. So,
and I thought Wilkes had a really good case for Player of the Week in the conference.
I did too, man.
I think Cassie Monday got it, and she played well. Sutton again in the corner, 3 on the way. That one's going to be a little hard. But Monday only had the 1 game.
Yeah.
Wilkes had 2 terrific games, and here the driving shot off glass is going to be wiped away by the walk. Green Tucker back in. (63-31). Campbellsville leads it. Bailey Pettigo right side to Sutton. Sutton has the gun cocked. It is ready to ride if she gets a little space. Nally inside. Luby working against Green is bumped and fouled. So Madison Green will pick up her first in the period on Wilberforce. Luby going to check out. Sutton exits, and Bailey Pettigo heads out. Campbellsville, it feels like a shot at much better in the second half, Benji. I don't see the
we were
splits.
30 some odd % there in the first half, and we've got it up to 40. We're at 32.
Lee over the top to Wilkes. She is fouled hard, and Caitlin Wilkes will go to the nail. That one will go against Woodall. That's her 4th. Wilkes has been relatively quiet here today.
Well, I think a lot of that you got to credit. I know she had that first bucket early in the game, but a lot of it you got to credit the defense. That zone, it's hard to get that post down in there, and even Luby struggled a little bit from the field as well. 0 of 5, but Caitlin.
Second free throw is good. These 2 teams will meet again in a few weeks on the 26th in Ohio.
Gonna make that lone trip, don't you?
Yep. Right back to where we came from. Here Lee, after it was knocked away, coming to the front court, has Boyle left block, going to go up the shot. That is good. She gets the finish. Lauren Lee, another find.
Yeah, 8th assist there for Lauren Lee, and Maddie Boyle tied with Sutton with the leading scorers, 14 this afternoon. That's a
carry there by Willis. Campbellsville kind of flashed out at her and forced her to double clutch, turns it over. Pritchett pitches it in here to Lauren Lee. Campbellsville leads 67-31. Boyle holds it left wing. Now Pritchett. Boyle once again. Couple of dribbles. Bounces to Lee. Goes opposite the screen. Lee leaves it for Wilkes. Out. Pritchett. Ball fake. Right side. Boyle can't shoot it. She's on the dribble. 7 to shoot. Boyle. Lee again. Crossover into the middle. Throws up a shot that is no good, and the rebound long out to, that's another player I don't have on the stat sheet, number 22. Inside is Tucker, and her shot no good. Green the rebound. That is Samaria Rogers-Gossett. I believe she's the transfer from Rio. At one time was at Rio Grande. It reached out trying to get the rosters, and
to no avail.
Yeah, we didn't get it. Didn't get anything, and it's hard to throw everybody on the call sheet here. So Green's free throw here is good. And typically I check the book, but then the other day Thomas Moore put 19 guys in the book. You almost get to what's the point?
Yeah, I know.
What's the point? And I think they end up playing like 8. It's the first time I've ever seen
that many.
They had wrapped, the bench was wrapped around the end line. I don't even know if that's legal, but it was kind of curved. It was curved a bit.
Postseason play, it's not. You're only allowed to dress 15.
15, yeah.
That's on Green. It's her 4th.
67-32 after the one free throw a moment ago by Green. Baseline out of bounds here for the Lady Tigers as Nally checks out. Elizabeth Bertram back in. Bertram, the only non-starter out there for the Lady Tigers. She's in for the moment for Pedigo. And Lee going to throw it out deep. Wilkes is in range from there. She'll grab it and leave it with Lauren Lee. Right side Boyle. Entry, nice job by Wilkes. Off the window, 2 more and 1 for Kit Kat.
Yeah, she liked that move. Nice aggressive move there.
Green has fouled out, I believe, here, Benji. Will she foul out?
They did. They put it in play rather quickly, and 5 foul. Yeah. So they're just out of bounds.
Near side
to
official had caught it, but no,
the other officials were ready. They were ready to move on.
So Kiana Johnson will re-enter for Madison Green, whose day comes to a close. Green finishes with 3 points and 5 rebounds. Inside. And now out jumper by Johnson, no good. And we've got a whistle here. This will go against Talia Dickerson. First on Dickerson. And was that a loose ball foul, or did Campbellsville have possession? Boyle had it.
Boyle had it, so she'll be going to the free throw line. Maddie Boyle from the free throw line, 82% on the year. These will be her first 2 attempts.
Free throw here is good for Boyle. 15 today for the transfer from Kentucky Wesleyan. Gets both. 71-32 the score. Long ahead, and that ball gets pinballed off of Sutton and Edwards. Last touched by the Lady Tiger Jr. Far side, Green Tucker going to drive in. Nearly has it taken away. Rogers Gossett picks it up. And this one is intercepted. Boyle grabs it for Campbellsville. Behind the back, has Gowdy on that far side. Now Pritchett. Boyle again. Boyle driving in, and she is whacked and fouled here by Talia Dickerson. Maddie Boyle will go back to the free throw line. Boyle sniffing at a new career best here, Benji.
Yes, she is.
She tied it down in South Florida. This free throw toss here gives her 17, so now 2 off, matching her career high, 19.
Did you ever check on those steals?
No, I didn't.
Do a little
look at those.
Little dive, deep dive there.
Boyle gets both. She's got 18 points. Out front, Wilberforce the basketball, working left side. And this ball intercepted. Sutton steals it away. Boyle long, has Pritchett. And now Bertram off the wing right side. They sag off. She fires. 3 no good. Rebound to Bree Gowdy. Out left side. Sutton, quick release 3. That is short. Gowdy again for the Lady Tigers as they'll come our way, Benji. You went for the ball and I held on to the table. That's teamwork right there.
That is teamwork right there. Rusty, we were ready.
Boy, you know, I got this big hot tea right here. That would have been beautiful.
That would have been scalding.
Oh, man, that would have been it. Career over. Gossett into the corner. Out front, Edwards, 1 dribble. Now Green Tucker drives in, gets around the Lady Tiger defense, and an easy lay-in.
Nice move by Green Tucker.
Gowdy with the basketball for Campbellsville. Paige Serafini checked in a moment ago 5'11" freshman guard from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Maddie Boyle, I believe her day may be over with, so she'll have to wait on a new career best. Sutton on the end line, catches, leaves it with Bertram at the elbow, and now Burt needs help, 8 to shoot. Shovels it back to Sutton again, 3 on the way. That's around and out, no good. Rebound taken in by Wilberforce. Green Tucker far side, sprints ahead, gets past Bertram, goes over the shot, no good. Serafini the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Pritchett the other way, 5:50 to go. Campbellsville leads 73-34. Gowdy along 2. That's good for Bree Gowdy on that far side.
Yeah, good move. Good penetration, good kick out to Bree Gowdy. Long 2. But good to see her getting some positive minutes here today.
3 by Edwards, no good. Rebound Bertram for the Lady Tigers. Bertram to Gowdy here. Now far side Burt, cutting, Gowdy off the window, good. She gets the deuce, and Elizabeth Bertram the dime.
Nice back-to-back baskets there by Bree Gowdy.
Far side, Green Tucker now into the corner. Johnson tries to find her down the inline, but too far, and picked up by Serafini. Lady Tigers the other way. Sutton left wing, won't shoot that one as they close out. Now Serafini right wing, she'll fire 3, and that is no good. Rebound kept alive by Pritchett, but it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Tigers. This brings us to a media stoppage here. We'll step away. Campbellsville leads 77-34 with 4:46 to play. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How is it? Is it good?
.34 our score. The Lady Tigers lead Wilberforce here in the Powell Athletics Center. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly here with you as we take a look there at the Maddie Boyle steal numbers. I think 3 is her career best, so today would be
career high.
A career high for Maddie Boyle. 5 steals, so she has been really good here this afternoon.
Well,
18 points, 5 takeaways, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 6 of 9 shooting. Perfect at the line.
Oh my.
That's not what you want.
That is
the pitchforks will be out this evening.
Yes, they will. The tribes will be restless. Alabama's good though. They're really, really good. Talking about the Alabama UK game. For those of you not watching, you might want to consider not watching it.
77-34. Wilberforce back to work, and ball taken away from Smoot, and Wilberforce going to keep it here. We've got a foul called far side. They're going to call Bertram. Bert's first, 2 on the Lady Tigers as a club. 4.5 minutes to play. Willis with a basketball here for Wilberforce, left side. Smoot bluffs the pass, now into the corner, has Rice open, 3 on the way. That is short. Rebound is going to go out of play as Campbellsville, Luby and Serafini wanted to grab it. Gowdy kind of stood in the way of Rice and kept her from getting to it. Full court pressure here as Bertram will try to keep it free. Throws it to Luby, who catches ahead to Bertram as Campbellsville gets it across. Burt long has Sutton, who missed the shot. And she's too close, clearly.
Yeah, way too close.
Inside, Miller going to throw up a floater with the right hand, no good. Ball batted around. Miller's putback is good. And a foul on Campbellsville here. This will go against Kayla Luby, her third. Less than 4 minutes to play in the ball game. I'm dying to get into this tee over
Oh, yeah.
here.
Is it still hot?
It's maybe not surface of the sun, whatever one step down from that is.
A couple light years away from the sun.
Get a swig of that, and I'll come up missing half my tongue, I'm afraid, and melt right off. Serafini inside has Luby. Luby is bumped and whacked and
on the floor.
Draw the foul, but they'll say on the floor here as this will go against Miller. Well, now they're going to say it is a shooting foul.
Well, they're in the bonus.
Oh, they're in the bonus.
Yeah.
I missed one earlier, so yeah, well, that's right. Bonus. Sutton going to check out. Shelby Beatty enters the lineup for the Lady Tigers, 5'11" freshman guard from Owensboro, Kentucky. Luby's free throw here is short. This free throw is no good as well. Luby missed that one, kind of caromed out there, a little strong. And this ball thrown away over the head of Rice, and it'll be Lady Tiger basketball with 3:37 to play, 77-37 the score. Bertram works it ahead and leaves it with Beatty. Gowdy on the dribble out front. Bertram left wing, working around Rice. Gets the step, throws one up. What do we got? And it is. I'm still waiting for a signal. They wave it off or count it?
I don't know.
Still haven't seen anything.
We got this official?
It's going to be a block.
It's an and one then.
And one here for Bertram. That's about as anticlimactic as an and one can get. It took forever.
It took a minute.
So that was on Destiny Rice, her fourth.
Good penetration there by Bertram.
Bert misses that hard. Long rebound out to Green Tucker. Far side, Rice. Trailer here is Willis. Has it in the middle. Back to Rice on the wing, right side. Three on the way is no good. And the rebound taken in by nobody yet. And now we're going to go to the thumbs, I believe.
Possession stays with Wilberforce here on the arrow.
Paige Evans, 5'3" freshman guard from Hodgenville, Kentucky. And Kaylin Mills, 5'5" freshman guard from Flat Lick, Kentucky, going to check in. Bertram and Luby will exit. So 5 freshmen out there on the floor for Coach Ginger High-Colvin. Stepping through is Willis, and that shot no good with 3 minutes. Serafini pitches it over to Evans, and Paige Evans going to go to the free throw line. That's one way to.
That's 5 on Rice.
Try to get into the book, step out on the floor, and get fouled immediately, and Rice is fouled out. So Paige Evans will go to the free throw line here for the Lady Tigers, the LaRue County product. Tania Woodall back into the lineup here for Coach Williams. Free throw here is no good for Evans. The Lady Tigers made their first 11, Benji. And since they are just 11 of 23. So missed both. Evans had been perfect at the line on the season entering play today. Small sample, but she was 3 of 3. Willis gets the step, and we're going to have a late whistle here.
On Serafini.
So that'll be the first on Paige Serafini.
Is it me, Matt, or is this second half taking forever?
Yeah, it's been rough.
And we still got 2:50 to go, or 2:49 to go. Whew.
Willis at the line here. Free throw good. Rebound. One more for Raven Willis. And that one is good.
Yeah, it's the 49th free throw, 48th free throw this afternoon. That's one reason why it's taking a while.
That's one reason why I need this hot tea.
I know.
The other night at Thomas More, the ladies.
It went quick.
They were like, those officials were double parked out front or something. They let that thing.
I mean, you were in the fourth quarter within an hour.
They were. They put 30 minutes on the clock here. Kinsville turns it over the other way. Wilberforce gets the lay-in. but they had put over, I think it was over 30 minutes when the game got over with. I talked to Coach forever just trying to kill some of that time. 79-41. Brigatti going to try a three. That is hard. Rebound taken in by Woodall. She'll come the other way. Woodall behind the back, baseline. Green Tucker driving in. And we're going to get a late whistle here as Green Tucker shot no good. This will go against Brigatti. I need these fine folks in stripes to swallow those whistles here this last 2 minutes.
Exactly.
79-41. Free throw good.
Good crowd here this afternoon, Matt. Like you said, kind of getting back to that normalcy. Students are back. Obviously, classes start on Monday, and it's good to see several of the athletic teams back as well.
Paige Evans ahead as it knocked away. Another takeaway by Wilberforce. Willis kind of fumbled it all the way up the court, but able to get it to Green Tucker, and 2 points for the Bulldogs. 79-45. Campbellsville will take a timeout here. As Ginger High Colvin wants a quick timeout. We'll step away. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
$79-45, the Lady Tigers lead Wilberforce here in the Powell Athletic Center. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly here with you. We are just about halfway through this Mid-South Conference doubleheader.
I thought you were going to say halfway through this game. That's what it feels like.
Halfway through this fourth quarter. That hot tea has given me a little extra pep in the step here. I finally
got a chance to get a drink.
I got to wet the palate, and it may have helped me out a little bit.
Well, you sounded good Thursday night, so this must have just popped up.
You know, I felt the very first of this Thursday on the way to Thomas More. Right. And I thought, boy, it's going to be a long night, doubleheader by myself.
Yeah.
And felt pretty good yesterday, and then yesterday evening
started feeling it.
It started to hit a little more, and that's what I wanted to give Colin a heads up that he may be tagged in today. Colin Sheffield handles Tiger football for us, and I thought he might be my huckleberry today, and I went down overnight, but bounced back enough to at least be able to do this. And Kaylin Mills with the jumper on that far side. Good for Campbellsville, 81-45 the count. Jumper here, deep three by Miller, no good. Gowdy sprints ahead, chased by Tucker. Campbellsville may have one more look at the rim here. We'll see how this clock shakes out. Under 30, they will not shoot it, I don't believe. Gowdy the other way, driving left side of the lane, throws one up, and able to stick off the iron there for Bree Gowdy.
Yeah, a nice little spin off the glass there by Bree Gowdy.
83-45. And ball knocked away by Mills, shovels it to Beatty. Beatty have to back it out there as there were three Bulldogs in the front court. Nice job by Mills. Inside, Gowdy has to, couldn't catch it. I thought she was going to tap it up to herself and catch it clean the other way. Woodall runs over Beatty, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Woodall. And that may just about do it, Benji, barring a turnover here. So Woodall is fouled out. So
they got their money's worth.
Three Bulldogs have fouled out in this basketball game today. So if Campbellsville can avoid the turnover here, this game will come to a close. Force 32 Wilberforce turnovers.
Yeah, today. The second quarter was a little slow, but after that, it's been pretty much Campbellsville dominated this game.
Paige Evans with the basketball, trying to keep it free of the defender. Now Beatty. Far side Evans, 10 seconds. 8 seconds, Serafini will hold it. And the clock continues to wind. Serafini will hold on to it, 2 seconds. And there's the buzzer. So the Lady Tigers will get the win, 83-45 your final score. The Lady Tigers now 15-1 on the year. They are 9-1 in league play. Wilberforce falls to 3-12, now 0-11 in league play for Ginger High Colvin. That's the 430th win of her outstanding career. And I'll look quickly here, the game log. That is that appears, Benji, to be a season high in turnovers for Wilberforce at 32 turnovers. So the Lady Tigers
got Georgetown.
turn them over 32 times here today as we wait for the head coach to step in and throw on the headset. She and Benji are looking at some finals. We'll touch on those here in a moment. Final score here today, 83-45. The Lady Tigers get the win over Wilberforce. Coach Ginger High Colvin joins me here. Coach, you turn over the Bulldogs 32 times. You turn that into 41 points. Shooting-wise, you didn't have that great first half, but I felt like defensively, though, you did make life extremely difficult, and that's the one thing about your bunch, that defense always travels.
Well, I was pleased with how we came out and defended and rebounded. Rebounding's been a key for us, and we haven't rebounded it well lately, and we first half I thought we had more people involved. Bailey Pettigo's been a great rebounder for us, and we needed some more kids to get involved, and they did. But, yeah, we didn't shoot the ball extremely well the first half, as good as we have shot it. I've put a little bit more pressure on Courtney Pritchett to take some of those open shots, and she has to take those shots. She's so unselfish. She's trying to get it to Kate, and we're fine with Kate taking those shots, but she's got to knock some threes down to pull those people out on her. But she's a tremendous shooter. She just shot them a little quick tonight. She's not accustomed to shooting them that quick, and I just told her when she came out of the game and wasn't going back in, I said, this is what you have to be used to. You got to take those shots, and because when she does, it just makes us better all around.
The Maddie Boyle was really good tonight, Coach.
Yep.
You talk about the defense there. She had 5 steals, a new career best for her.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this at times. She gets her hands on a lot of stuff. She can create some messes. Tonight, she comes away with 18 points, 5 steals, and hit a couple of threes.
Yep.
We've seen this from her at times. She is the best player on the court here and there for you guys this season.
Maddie Boyle, to me, is playing her best basketball right now. She is playing within herself. She's a great passer. She's a great playmaker. We know she's a great three-point shooter, and we've talked about this too, her best, she's a great mid-range jump shooter, and you don't find that in girls basketball much. She is a very good mid-range, gets it off quick, and her energy defensively has been very good for us this year. She's playing her best defense, in my opinion, right now, and she's just all around. She's solid for us every game, and I'm really proud of Maddie, her leadership, her just the way she's staying invested the whole time she's on the floor, off the floor. She's making a big difference for us.
You forced the turnovers today on Wilberforce. On the other end, though, defensively, they played that 3-2 and that or 2-3. It was maybe as active a 2-3 as
they're so active.
ever seen. You never see that many fouls called.
And they are so athletic and so quick. And it was a great test for us. And it was nice to see that. I felt like it made Kayla and Kate rush a little bit when they made catches because they are so active, and it was a little bit quicker pace. And the same thing that I said with Courtney, I feel like Kate and Kayla maybe rushed a little bit too much, and but it was if you play defense, you can live with a few bad offensive possessions as long as you can keep getting stops.
The second half, it kind of looked easy for a moment thanks to Sarah Sutton. She knocks in some 3-point field goals. At one point, you just kind of glance at me. It is that release, when it's going up, and most of the time you feel pretty good about the end result.
Yeah, 14 points in 15 minutes, I think that's pretty productive, and she's still working on getting in shape, but when she gets in there, and I wish I knew what that felt like. I don't, but I wish I knew what it felt like for the basket to be as big as it is for her, and it's just a gift, and we're blessed to have her because she can get the crowd going. She can get things going when she shoots it. I think everybody, when we feel like when she gets a clean look, it's going in.
You get a few days to recover. The girls hopefully will get some time to break into the semester, but you're right back at it next weekend. Longest road trip of the season for you down to outside of the Miami one, but in conference, McKenzie, Henderson, two really good teams.
Two teams. I think Freed maybe knocked off Georgetown today, and Bethel was right there with University of the Cumberlands at the end. That 3 through 8, 9 teams in our league are crazy good, and it is a battle every time you go somewhere. And that Bethel Freed battle, and we owe Bethel one from last year. They got us, so we've got to make sure we're focused. They've really struggled early, but Chris Nelson's a great coach, and he'll get them playing, and I think has them playing really, really good right now.
Coach, congratulations on this one. We'll see you Thursday.
All right, thanks.
Lady Tigers back in action on Thursday as they will take on Bethel University in McKenzie, Tennessee. Quickly, we take a look at the final game numbers here, and this may be an abridged version of this as I try to save some of the voice for the second game today as the Tigers get ready to take on Wilberforce here in just a moment. For the Lady Tigers, they finished 43% from the floor in the ball game, 26 of 60. They were 9 of 23 from deep. That is 39%, and 22 of 36 at the free throw line, 61%. They were led in scoring by Maddie Boyle, 18 points for Boyle to go along with 2 rebounds and 5 steals. She was 6 of 9 shooting. 2 made Edward Jones threes for her today. Double figures off the bench for Sarah Sutton, 14 points. Sutton hit 4 Edward Jones 3-point field goals. 12 points for Caitlin Wilkes today. It felt a bit quiet for Wilkes. Played 22 minutes, 5 of 6 shooting. However, 5 rebounds for her this afternoon. 9 points for Lauren Lee, 8 assists for her. Campbellsville gets 8 points from Burt off the bench. Burt was 3 of 5 shooting today. 6 points from Bree Gowdy off the Pine. They got 5 from Courtney Pritchett to go with 5 rebounds and 6 assists. 5 more from Kayla Luby. All of her points coming at the charity stripe. Bailey Pettigo had 4 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists today. 2 points from Kaylin Mills in today's ball game. That rounds out the scoring. Paige Evans, Paige Serafini, Shelby Beatty, and Maddie Nally all failed to score. Nally did chip in 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals for the Lady Tigers. Wilberforce was led by Destiny Rice with 11 points, 8 from Raven Willis, 9 from Kadea Green Tucker, and that's where we'll leave the Wilberforce point totals as I try to save a little bit of the voice. Both teams finished with 33 rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds for the Lady Tigers, 8 for Wilberforce. Campbellsville finishes 22 assists, 14 steals, and 14 turnovers. For Wilberforce, 7 assists, 6 steals, and a season-high 32 turnovers here today. Enhanced scoring quickly in the paint. Campbellsville a 4-point advantage, 30-26. Off turnovers, 39-6 in favor of the Lady Tigers. Second chance points, 10-6 in favor of Wilberforce, and bench points, 35-11 in favor of CU. They led the entire way, no ties, no lead changes. We'll step away here, take an extended timeout, come back and get you set for men's action as the Tigers and Wilberforce coming up. Stay with us. You're following Tiger basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.